is going to be really interesting. I've always loved the way we can imagine and reimagine Jane Austen's novels. It's always tempting to drag the novels into contemporary life, as if Jane could say, hello out there, hello. So I want to have a little fun with a parody of research. These are the big six. I thought about Austen's work, and I wanted to see how these novels inspired longing. What makes us read them with such ravenous attention to whether or not the love objects get together. So I wanted to find out how longing and sexual tension play out. And so I did the best research I could. I asked my friends and my students which Austen books were the most sexually charged. Coming in at number 3, Sense and Sensibility. And what do you think number 2 is going to be? Well, no, Mansfield Park? Who else? Oh, no, here it is. I've always thought of Darcy as a bit sinister. The edge of danger and his resistance to articulation, I think, makes, except when urgent, right? And then he's suddenly articulate. I think this wooed my friends, and here is number 1, Persuasion. The sexual longing may be derived from getting a second chance, knowing that things aren't too late. So anyway, I was interested in how do we kind of measure sexual longing? How can we measure longing? And you can tell from early on that the couple belongs together, but not quite. Even the narration that wraps around the pair doesn't release us from the mounting tension of wanting to arrange them together. But how do we measure longing in literary texts? Well, we could look at how long the characters are kept apart. What is the distance? What page do things finally happen on? And what ratio is that in the novel? And could we count the obstacles? How far? We could also measure by competition. What are the things? How is this steeplechase cluttered? I think is the question here. And then we might also, thinking back to our beloved chairs, we might also think of temperament. We know they belong together, not quite. How will they fill each other's needs and belongings and even repair each other? And then, I'm a writer, so I thought this is not going to work. This isn't the way to measure longing at all. It's way too much immersion in content, and I want to get back to the surface. So this is my favorite method. I thought I would look at the words and to see how the diction so carefully contains and compresses the repressions and the plot. And what would I do? Well, I made a Wordle. This Wordle of persuasion removes, of course, all articles and conjunctions. And you can see there's a balance. I like the way Mrs. and Captain are almost the same size. And then here's one for Pride and Prejudice. Look at how big Mr. is. I think that reveals something. That Elizabeth and Mr. are on the same size, not Darcy. Which there's a lot to say there. And look. But here we're getting to the real stuff. I did an analysis of how many times we, she, and he appeared in the big six. And you'll see that the we's are, in the one that my friends picked, Persuasion is number 1 for sexual longing, the lowest we count. In fact, I became so interested in this that I thought the he-she ratio of pronouns might tell us something about the sexual tension, and Persuasion indeed came in with the most charged equality of pronouns of he and she. And then I did we against the word count of the entire novel and found that Sense and Sensibility sort of edged things out there, coming in kind of, Emma's off the charts. I don't know what to make of this. So, again, I'm confused, and I had to go back to this. I had to go back to the big moment And the results, again, are in the syntax. I am half agony, half hope, a sentence itself that is hardly an as. So here where the syntax comes together. Now, to let you know that I'm not totally off my rocker, this is a new field in Jane Austen studies. Jane Austen, game theorist. Quite a popular field in which game theory is applied to the social mechanics of Austen's novels. Lizzie Bennet Diaries created a very popular YouTube set of videos by a 24-year-old graduate student. Riveting stuff, delivered in small episodes designed to continue your longing. And really quite good. And then I suppose in the end I began to think that this kind of shallow Victorian sentimentalized portrait that we project all of our sexual longings on, it made me think, well, why is that? And I thought, well, because it's a shallow sentimentalized Victorian